Well, the assassination attempts in Garland, Texas are behind us now, but they leave behind them the usual trail in the media. Here in Nashville, Tennessee, there was an article which said not to lump all Muslims together, not to confuse these jihadi Muslims with good Muslims. Well, I'd like to talk about that because we don't want to confuse them. They're different from each other, but they are also one and the same. Let's examine how they could possibly be one and the same. First off, they're both Muslims. Now, the newspaper says that the Garland, Texas assassins were criminals, but these are not criminals. These are jihadists, the highest manifestation of Islam and the highest manifestation of being a Muslim. So we need to keep that in mind. All Muslims share the same Quran, the same prayers, the same Sunnah of Muhammad, the same prophet, and the same life of Muhammad. So they share all of this in common, and this makes them one ummah. Now, the Quran gives us a relationship between the jihadi and his community, the ummah, and it says that the jihadi Muslim is the best Muslim. And how do we know this? Well, in the Quran it says that a jihadi, if killed in the process of practicing jihad, goes directly to heaven, whereas all other Muslims, including the good Muslim, has to go through the punishment of the grave and then the uncertainties of Judgment Day. Now, we don't know if these particular gunmen yelled Allahu Akbar, but they frequently do, and we need to know that not only is this muttered by jihadis, but it's muttered by every Muslim during his prayers 5 times a day. The same prayers, by the way, that curse the Christian and the Jew. So there's a great deal of relationship between the jihadi Muslim and the ordinary Muslim, and we need to see that they all come from the same doctrine. They both represent Islam. Now, this article goes further to say that they want to live, all Muslims want to live in a democratic, prosperous society. I have no doubt about the prosperity, but I'm less clear about that than about the democracy bit. Because you see, all Muslims are supposed to submit to the Sharia, and the Sharia prohibits democracy, because that would put the kafir in the same level of relationship with the Muslim. And by the way, the jihadi Muslim and the good Muslim all share the fact that I'm a kafir, a despised, hated, filthy animal. So there's a lot of relationships between the jihadi Muslim and the ordinary Muslim, and we should all lump them together because they're all part of one ummah. Now, by the way, as a sidebar here, it's said that, well, the good Muslims say, oh, we deny the violence of these jihadi Muslims. Really? Why should they? Muhammad himself repeatedly ordered Muslims to kill those who opposed and who satirized Muhammad. So the act in Garland, Texas was pure Islam. Thank you.